Good Monday morning. We are tracking yet another major winter storm.
And it's creating a lot of havoc for holiday travelers. It is December 29th. This is today. On the move, more than 160 million Americans from the Midwest to New England in the path of brutal weather, snow, ice, rain, and high winds. Flight delays and cancellations already mounting. We will have your full forecast. Fatal collision, 2 helicopters slamming into one another in the skies above New Jersey. Dramatic video showing one of them spinning out of control.
I was talking to customers and we looked up and then I seen one spiraling down.
We'll have a live report from the scene as the search for answers gets underway. Potential progress, President Trump striking a hopeful tone on a peace deal in Ukraine after a face-to-face with Volodymyr Zelensky and a phone call with Russia's Vladimir Putin.
I don't like to say percentages. I just think we're doing very well. We could be very close.
Just ahead, the sticking points that still remain and what to expect from the president's high-stakes Mar-a-Lago meeting with Israel's prime minister today. We're there live. Resuming the search inside the new push to solve the mysterious disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 more than 11 years after it vanished with 239 people on board. So why now? And what are they doing differently this time around? We'll have the very latest. All that plus Gold Rush.
Reach complete. It's Jawan Jennings to the pylon. Touchdown! The Niners take the lead.
The 49ers hang on to beat the Chicago Bears in one of the most exciting games of the season.
He's got to get rid of it. Retreating, he throws. Incomplete. It's over.
All the highlights as the NFL playoff picture takes shape. And countdown to the countdown. The nation gearing up to say goodbye to 2025 after a key test of those iconic numbers in Times Square.
2, 1, Happy New Year!
We'll bring you a first-hand look at the final preparations for the world's biggest New Year's Eve bash. Today, Monday, December 29th, 2025.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Good morning. Welcome to Today on this Monday morning, the last Monday of the year. We appreciate you waking up with us. I'm Peter Alexander alongside Laura Jarrett. Our friends Savannah and Craig are enjoying some time off, but some others who are getting all set for the new year are already parking themselves in and around New York City, getting ready for Times Square.
This is such a fun week to be in the city. The tree is still up. The Times Square ball is going to drop. And you know it's going to be different colors this year. Did you know that?
A little red, white, and blue, right?
Yes, for America's 250th birthday.
There we're getting going. All we need is a good temperature. We'll have that in a second. We do start with the pre-New Year's, post-Christmas travel rush being impacted in a major way by that winter weather.
Overnight, suspected tornadoes damaging a number of homes in Illinois, and tens of millions all across the country are facing high wind alerts today.
We are also tracking a potent mix of snow, ice, and rain. It stretches from the Midwest to here in the Northeast. That's expected to take a toll on the airports, the roads, and the rails. In fact, already this morning, thousands of flights are canceled or delayed, adding to the ripple effects from that big weekend snowstorm. Dylan has your full forecast. He'll join us in just a bit. But we do begin with NBC's Shaquille Brewster. He is standing yet again at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport with the latest on all the madness around the holidays. Shaq, what's it looking like?
Good morning, and it is yet again another tough start for some folks here at Chicago's O'Hare Airport, where outside they're dealing with snow, wind, icy conditions on the road on the way to the airport, and then inside hoping to avoid those delays that we saw this weekend, where yesterday you had more than half the flights leaving this airport either delayed or canceled, all as this massive winter storm marches on.
This morning, an end-of-the-year weather mess. Snow, ice, and fierce winds putting a major freeze on post-holiday travel plans. As a massive bomb cyclone barrels on, bringing snowstorms over the weekend from the Midwest to the Northeast. But wind is also a growing issue, with more than 130 million under alerts across the country. Some even facing possible tornadoes. Multiple twisters reported in Illinois, sending debris flying into the air and ripping apart buildings and trees. Other parts of the Midwest also blanketed in snow. Whiteout conditions making for dangerous driving and major messes in Minnesota. Multiple cars and semis spinning out on the freeways. as emergency crews work to pull vehicles from icy embankments. In the Northeast, after a major snowstorm this weekend, ice now a concern, with up to a half-inch expected to accumulate from Pennsylvania to Maine, which is not helping holiday travelers already facing major backups.
We're just happy to be making progress. You know, we're getting there.
With more than 10,000 delays yesterday nationwide and ground stops and delays ordered in Minneapolis, Chicago, and Newark, amid the rush to return home before the new year.
Don't travel during the holidays.
The wide range of winter weather expected to cause even more chaos today as travelers prepare to take on the latest round of holiday hazards.
And it appears as if those airport headaches are continuing again today. Looking at FlightAware, we're starting the day with more than 1,200 flight cancellations and delays nationwide. And for those who are traveling, AAA suggesting that you do so before 10 a.m., saying that the peak congestion will be in the afternoon and evening hours. Of course, if there's messy weather, that can definitely alter your plans. Guys?
Keep checking that app, checking in with your airline. Shaq, we appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Dylan is in for Al this morning, tracking all of that snow and ice, and the wind is no joke.
The wind is going to be a factor, especially for the Northeast later today, which is part of the reason why we are expecting a lot of flight delays. This morning, though, we do have those wind alerts posted in blue here, and in white we have your winter weather alerts, and we are going to see lake effect snow become a major issue, especially for areas like Buffalo, just south of Buffalo, into Jamestown, New York, too. But here's the setup for right now. A wedge of warm air has moved in. It's part of the reason why it's so foggy this morning for the Mid-Atlantic region, which is also causing some delays in the airports and also slower going on the roads since it's still dark this morning. This line of rain is going to move eastward. We'll see some heavier pockets of downpours here. We're also looking at some icing conditions up across upstate New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire. We've got this secondary system moving through Chicago, bringing some snow throughout that area, too. That will transition to lake effect snow, but the rain and then eventually the wind will be the major factor for the Northeast today, which is why we are going to see some of those delays expected in Philly, New York, Boston, back through Chicago and Detroit. It's the snowfall, Minneapolis, the cold. We are going to see some delays up that way, too. And if you're traveling along the roads, icy, slippery conditions back through the Great Lakes and really wet conditions and foggy conditions, too, this morning for parts of the Mid-Atlantic, guys.
All right, a lot to keep eyes on. Dylan, appreciate it very much. There's another headline we're watching this morning. Investigators trying to determine the cause of a deadly helicopter collision in southern New Jersey. The two choppers slammed into one another shortly after taking off, killing one pilot and leaving the other fighting for his life. NBC's Stephen Romo joins us from the crash site with the very latest this morning. Stephen, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Peter. The FAA says both of these pilots were the only ones on board each of those aircraft. They have not released their names just yet, but they do say both men were friends and both experienced pilots.
These are the final images of a helicopter spinning helplessly to the ground after the FAA says it collided mid-air with another chopper.
Personnel responded out in the area of 100 Basin Road for two helicopters crashing.
It happened Sunday morning over Hamilton, New Jersey, about 35 miles outside Philadelphia. Both aircraft plummeting into an empty field, one bursting into flames.
I got one helicopter fully involved. I got another one in the woods down. Short expectation, we're going to need expedite the response.
Caitlin Collins lives nearby and raced to the crash site with her husband. She says they were able to help one pilot while waiting for first responders.
He was conscious and breathing and just looking around, kind of, obviously confused what just happened. So I just held his hand and told him everything was going to be okay.
Another eyewitness telling me she saw one of the pilots desperately trying to save his struggling helicopter as it fell.
It looked like he was trying to gain control of it, but it happened really fast and it just went down.
Authorities say the two private helicopters left together from nearby Hamilton Municipal Airport, flying in close proximity to each other.
It has been noted that the pilots had done that in the past. They apparently are friends and fly into the airport, have a meal together at the cafe that's there, and were leaving together.
Within just minutes of departing, the choppers collided about a mile from the airport. The eyewitness who took this video tells NBC News he saw the first helicopter flip upside down and dive to the ground. He captured the second chopper on video as it spiraled.
It definitely makes you reevaluate the fragility of everything around you.
And Peter, law enforcement has been guarding that wreckage overnight. The NTSB will be leading this investigation. They have an investigator on the scene here right now. They will document this and then move that wreckage to a secure facility so they can continue that investigation. And I do want to add, this crash happened in a very busy part of town. A lot of people saw it, and they really want to know what went wrong here. Peter?
I have no doubt. Stephen Romo with the latest. Stephen, thank you.
Now to the high-stakes diplomacy that's playing out in South Florida. President Trump saying he believes a deal to finally end the war in Ukraine is getting closer after meeting face-to-face with President Zelensky and talking by phone with Russia's Vladimir Putin. And today, Mr. Trump is set to host Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu at his Mar-a-Lago estate amid these renewed tensions in the Middle East. NBC's senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez is covering it all from West Palm Beach for us. Gabe, good morning.
Laura, good morning. President Trump trying to play peacemaker from his Mar-a-Lago club. Overnight, we learned new details of the peace plan that's on the table. Ukraine's president now telling reporters it includes 15 years of security guarantees, but that he's asked the U.S. for more. President Trump now touting renewed optimism that the war between Russia and Ukraine could soon be over.
I do think we're getting a lot closer, maybe very close.
But it comes despite relentless Russian strikes, including a fierce attack on Kyiv this weekend, the day before Trump's face-to-face meeting at Mar-a-Lago with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Trump calling European leaders hoping to broker a ceasefire.
There are one or two very thorny issues, very tough issues, but I think we're doing very well.
Among those thorny issues, land. Zelensky signaling willingness to compromise on control of the key Donbass region in eastern Ukraine. If Russia pulls back its forces there, Zelensky says he'd be open to a demilitarized zone, but only if Ukrainians vote for it. A huge if.
Our society has to choose and has to vote because it's their land.
Another sticking point, Europe's largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine, under Russian control since 2022.
And President Putin's actually working with Ukraine on getting it open.
Earlier, President Trump speaking by phone with Russia's Vladimir Putin for 2 hours and saying this about Putin's intentions, despite his invasion of Ukraine nearly 4 years ago.
President Putin was very generous in his feeling toward Ukraine succeeding.
Trump also saying Putin is open to meeting with Zelensky.
He wants to see it. He told me very strongly. I believe him.
But this morning, Ukraine's leader is warning that Putin can't be trusted, saying he told Trump that Putin's actions often don't match his words. Zelensky also telling reporters today that the peace plan would include 15 years of security guarantees or protections from other countries against Russia, but adding that he asked Trump to extend those guarantees to 50 years. President Trump, according to Zelensky, saying he would think about it. Later today, President Trump turning his attention to another global conflict. He's expected to meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for the 6th time this year. The U.S. aiming to push ahead with Phase 2 of the Gaza ceasefire, which would include the withdrawal of more Israeli forces. But the meeting comes amid escalating tensions with Iran. Laura?
All right, Gabe Gutierrez, thank you.
The suspect accused of planting pipe bombs in Washington, D.C. the night before the January 6th Capitol riot has confessed. That's according to a new government filing released last night. Federal prosecutors say the suspect, Brian Cole, disliked both political parties and felt extreme acts of violence would be justified. The documents say that he repeatedly cited conspiracy theories about the 2020 election. He is accused of planting pipe bombs at both the RNC and DNC headquarters on January 5th of 2021. Cole faces more than a decade in prison if convicted.
New numbers show flu cases are spiking across the country. According to the CDC, more than a dozen states are reporting high or very high flu activity. The state of New York is among those most heavily hit. Health officials here say they saw a record number of cases in the week before Christmas.
We have a lot more to get to, including the countdown to New Year's Eve. The preparations well underway in Times Square, where roughly 1 million people are expected to gather to watch the iconic ball drop on Wednesday night. NBC's Emily Ikeda getting a head start on finding her parking spot there. She is so excited. She is already at the crossroads of the world. Em, how's the city getting ready for the influx?
Hey, Peter, good morning to you. Already camping out here for the NYPD. It's the final countdown to the final countdown, with police making those final preparations for the massive celebrations that will be descending here on Times Square, rain or shine. In years past, the city has deployed specialized units to rooftops and hotels, bomb-sniffing dogs, both helicopters and drones, also even specific pickpocket teams that are patrolling the crowds. You can see behind me, they've already started to move in some of the metal barricades into the area. It's an event that they prepare for with a lot of vigilance, keeping tabs on and making adjustments for events that are happening around the world. They are watching closely. Guys, it's a week we all know that has been months in the making, Peter.
Months in the making, and this one's going to be a little bit different, this ball drop, as it were. What more do we know about the ball?
Well, they have brought out a new ball this year for the big moment, made by Waterford. It is a whopping 12,000 plus pounds and more than 12 feet wide, making it the largest ball in the history of the New Year's Eve ball drop here in Times Square. It also has a cool 5,200 crystals and LED light pucks. That's a far cry from more than a century ago, when the first ball had about 100 light bulbs or so. If you missed the big ball drop on Wednesday night, no worries, guys. There will be another one for the first time, rather than on New Year's Eve, but leading up to July 4th to help bring in America's 250th birthday, guys.
The celebrations get going. Emily, we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, to the NFL now. Two of the league's best teams, the Bears and the 49ers, going head-to-head on Sunday Night Football, and this one lived up to the billing.
Happening. Use check in motion. Still Purdy with a clean pocket. It's complete. It's Jawan Jennings to the pylon. Touchdown! The Niners take the lead.
You heard it. The Niners grabbed the lead with about 2 minutes to go. The Bears drove down the field, but came up short. San Francisco wins it 42-38. Both teams, though, headed to the playoffs, so we could see this matchup once again. You stayed up late to watch the game.
I stayed up a little too late to watch it. As Chris Collingsworth said, if this is a preview of the playoffs, then I am in. This was the first game in regular season history where the score was tied, Dylan, at 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35. Can you believe it? It was just back and forth for hours. It was worth watching.
As long as the Bears...
I'm processing that. So it was tied at all those moments.
All those moments.
Interesting.
It was tied. Yeah. It's a good
cool.
one.
I love when you talk sports, Peter.
It's just for the Bears.
Just for the Bears. All right, let's take a look at what's going on across the country. It is really, really cold up into the Chicago area. The wind chill is about 3 below this morning. Santa Ana winds will kick in out in the southwest. We could see those winds up to around 70, 75 miles per hour, but at least we've had all that recent rain, so the air is not as dry as it typically is. We've got strong winds also in the forecast through the Great Lakes. That'll trigger some lake effect snow and some rain into the mid-Atlantic, up into the northeast and into upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire. We could even see some icing. Perhaps a half an inch of ice could accumulate on the power lines and the trees, too. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
Still ahead right here, the hunt for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, ready to resume more than a decade after its mysterious disappearance. NBC's Raf Sanchez has that story.
Hey guys, yeah, that new search about to get underway in the Indian Ocean. A lot of new technology being brought to bear. Undersea drones, deep sea scanning. We will have all the details coming up.
All right, thanks, Raf. Plus, the story you need to see if you are concerned about AI and its potential impact on your job. We have an eye-opening look at the new opportunities it's actually creating as more companies invest in the technology. But first, this is Today on NBC. Back at 7:30 now with a live look at our Plaza crowd. A lot of folks in town for the big ball drop, or maybe they're just here to see Peter Alexander. They know you're here for the holidays.
Well, they're here
to come say hi.
They're here to see the TV cameras, and they did all right there. They got on TV, and their loved ones at home got to enjoy them. We're going to come out and say hi in just a few minutes. We look forward to that. We do have a busy half an hour as we get started with a renewed push to solve one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in aviation history.
Yeah, we're talking about the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 more than a decade after it suddenly vanished. The search now about to resume for that plane and the 239 people on board.
NBC's Raf Sanchez joins us now with the details. Raf, good morning.
Guys, good morning. Almost 12 years on since the disappearance of flight MH370, this new search is set to begin in the Indian Ocean tomorrow. It's being led by an American tech company, and it is focusing on an area where experts say the wreckage is most likely to be found.
This morning, preparations are underway to restart the search for Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 and potentially solve one of aviation's greatest mysteries. Nearly 12 years after the airliner vanished, the hunt will resume Tuesday across 6,000 miles of seabed off Australia's western coast. The renewed search, led by Ocean Infinity, a U.S. company using sophisticated underwater robots, deep-sea drones, and advanced scanning. It isn't clear whether there's any new evidence driving the search, and the company will be paid by the Malaysian government only if it finds the wreckage.
Why do I believe that this search may be successful when the other ones have not been? The newest technology is certainly part of it. They know where they have searched previously, so they're able to narrow the search area down somewhat.
The Boeing 777 took off March 8, 2014, a red-eye from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, with 239 passengers and crew.
Malaysian 370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9. Good night. Good night, Malaysian 370.
Less than an hour later, MH370 disappeared without any distress call or warning. Theories range from a loss of oxygen in the cabin to a deliberate crash after the pilot was found to have flown a similar route on his home flight simulator. But there's never been a definitive explanation. A multinational search in 2017 failed to turn up any clues, even though some fragments of the plane have washed ashore as far away as Tanzania and France's Reunion Island. The result, more than a decade of agony for the families of those lost. Zhang Hui's mother is among the missing. Only by finding the plane, finding our relatives, do I think it can be resolved. Otherwise, it'll always weigh on everyone's heart, he says. The new search giving new hope that answers may finally be found at the bottom of the ocean.
It's just hard to believe, Raf, how long this effort has been going. Do we know how much longer the company is planning on keeping up the search?
Yeah, Peter, so the initial plan is for a 55-day operation where Ocean Infinity will be carrying out searches on the seabed looking for that debris. That obviously can be extended if there's a major breakthrough. And guys, there's this interesting no find, no fee agreement here. So the company will only get paid its $70 million if it actually locates the wreckage. Guys.
Raf Sanchez, appreciate it very much. It's hard to believe. Remember, there was wall-to-wall coverage, like for months on end, and then it just literally disappeared. The story disappeared. And now they're going to try to renew it.
It would be wild if they finally got to the bottom of it after all this time.
It's unbelievable.
All right, coming up here, the tributes pouring in for an icon this morning, Brigitte Bardot, how she's being remembered for her groundbreaking work in Hollywood and her second act later in life.
But first, we're going to shine a light on the AI revolution, the concerns that many workers have in the field where it could actually create more jobs for humans. That's right after this.
We are back now at 7:38 with our ongoing series focused on the AI revolution.
A recent survey found that 72% of Americans are worried about its impact on the economy, with nearly half reporting that they are concerned about their own jobs because of artificial intelligence.
NBC's senior business correspondent Christine Romans traveled to Grand Prairie, Texas, where she discovered AI is actually creating more jobs and opportunities. Hey, Christine.
Good morning. In the last couple months, both Google and Amazon have announced billions of dollars of investment into the AI revolution, not only to build more of the huge data centers that power artificial intelligence, but to recruit and train the workers big tech desperately needs to power them, electricians. The AI revolution has forever reshaped how we manufacture products, how we receive medical care, and even how we create art.
3 seasons and a podcast.
The transformation prompting many to wonder, what will it mean for the job market?
Everyone's jobs will change because of AI.
Here in Grand Prairie, Texas, it means opportunity for young workers as skilled electricians. Consulting firm McKinsey estimates an additional 130,000 electricians will be needed by 2030 to build out data centers and manufacturing facilities to power all that new technology.
People are always going to need electricians.
Michael Sampa is one of more than 600 students enrolled at the North Texas Electrical Training Center, a Learn While You Earn program that combines in-classroom instruction.
This is the total volume we have, 1.8.
With paid on-the-job training. What attracted you to training to be an electrician?
I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do after high school, but somebody had told me to look into trades. I could make money while I'm learning, and then I can also be guaranteed a job once I finish.
What has it been like being in the classroom and then also out in the field?
I love it. We go through the books, and then we do hands-on work.
Michael even giving me a quick wiring lesson. I got it. There we go. Workers aged 22 to 27 are facing a 7.4% unemployment rate. But tech companies are investing heavily in AI. Google providing more than $10 million in funding to electrician training centers like this.
That's going to increase the electrical workforce pipeline by 70% within the next 5 years.
It's almost as if the AI revolution has a little sign hanging there saying, "Help wanted, electricians."
That's right. But the transformation really hinges on massive investment and more skilled professionals.
Yeah. Electrician Scott Hewick is a general foreman and a graduate of this program.
As an electrician, it's really one of the best jobs we can get. These places use an enormous amount of power, which means a ton of work for electricians. We are installing infrastructure oftentimes that's enough to run small cities.
The abundance of work only made more attractive to apprentices like Jose Munoz by the salary prospects. Licensed electricians in Texas commanding up to $85,000 annually and over 6 figures with overtime and benefits. Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
You're going to make good money in this job?
I believe I'm going to make great money in this job. And if there's overtime, I'll take it. I'm ready to work.
And it's no surprise that training center in Texas has seen a surge in its student body. Enrollment up 88% in just the last 3 years. In fact, trade schools across the board have seen increased interest as more young people look to avoid college debt and ensure a steady career.
Christine Romans, thank you. It's good to know the robots have not completely taken over everything.
You just think the impacts are near term and long term, but at least there's a good payout for some people on the other side of this as well.
Yeah.
Dylan's back with a check of the forecast. Right now, we still need a real meteorologist to tell us what things look like.
You'll always need that. I'm just going to put that out there. We do have some winter weather alerts, winter advisories, even some blizzard warnings out through Iowa and even across northern Wisconsin. That's mostly for the snow that's already fallen. Now, winds are very, very gusty, so it's creating that blowing snow, reducing visibility. But we are going to see a major lake effect snow event. We've got a couple of storms that are going to pass through the Great Lakes. As they pass through, winds get really gusty on the backside of it. Those cold winds over the relatively warmer waters of the Great Lakes here, that triggers your lake effect snow machine to turn on. So this is going to be the story all week long. And by the time we get to Friday, that's when some of those winter weather alerts expire, especially off of Lake Erie, Lake Ontario. We could see about 1 to 3 feet of snow. This is going to be a major event, especially back through areas like Jamestown, New York, just south of Watertown. Winds could gust up to about 50 miles per hour, too. So it is going to be very dangerous traveling in the Great Lakes area. Elsewhere across the country, things are looking fairly quiet for today, although we do have some rain and gusty winds in the forecast for this afternoon, especially through the mid-Atlantic up into New England. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
right, Dylan, you got double duty today.
Yes.
How about a little sneak peek?
New hat is on. We're going to get a Pop Start sneak peek, and let's kick this one off with a little throwback to one of the most epic rainy day concerts we have ever had out on our plaza. The rain didn't slow anyone down. That, of course, Harry Styles with his 2022 hit, As It Was. Well, now, 3 years after that album's debut, the Grammy winner is teasing fans that some new music could finally be on the way. Over the weekend, he posted a nearly 9-minute-long video on YouTube that includes this piano performance from the final stop on his 2023 tour. Tears are flowing there. The video is labeled Forever, Forever, which just might be how long it feels like Harry fans have been waiting for new music. For now, we'll just have to wait and see what he does next. But at the end, it says, "We belong together." So a lot of folks speculating that maybe this means he's coming back.
It's been worth the wait.
Right?
For some reason, every time I see that, I just think of Willie as Harry Styles instead of Harry Styles as Harry Styles.
I was just going to say, I'm like, is it really Willie?
It's something about that striped suit. I just can't.
Like a giant Gumby.
I can't unsee it. All right, Dylan, thank you. Just ahead, a fun and adorable boost that will have you singing and dancing to start the week off right. But first, these messages.
Literally. We are back with this morning's boost. Laura, you get the honors today.
All right, guys, this is such a good one. Look at this. It's going to put a smile on your face and maybe even have you dancing along. Check this out. Little ballerina, she's got a hilarious reaction to hearing her favorite Lady Gaga song.
Hold on. Here comes your song.
Get it.
Sometimes you just gotta wait for your song to come on.
It's the brows for me. That like she just immediately like goes into character, right? It's like method acting. Look at her. Oh, that is the face of one proud little monster. The caption on the video reads, "Her name is Margaret, and she is the moment." Margaret
oh my gosh, it's
nailed
so
it.
Sweet.
I also love at that age, and you know this about my daughter June, she just is constantly in some sort of dress up or get up or tutu.
She wasn't even going to ballet
They just
that
don't
day.
wear regular
Yes.
clothes at that age.
I love it.
They just can't.
We love little Margaret. That was a fun one there.
All right, coming up on Pop Start this morning, Timothée Chalamet celebrating a big weekend, his latest box office debut, and a milestone birthday. We're going to show you how he marked the occasion. But first, your local news and weather.
She's like... It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, holiday hazard. A major winter storm on the move this morning and snarling the post-Christmas rush home. Tens of millions waking up to weather alerts, bracing for snow, ice, and high winds. Your full forecast and the impact on the airports just ahead. Then, remembering an icon. Tributes pouring in for Brigitte Bardot, the legendary actress who became one of Hollywood's first sex symbols. We'll look back at her career and her work as an activist later in life. And ready, set, shop again. Major stores are rolling out post-holiday deals. We'll help you find the biggest bargains coming right up. All that plus Seinfeld stars treating fans to a mini reunion.
A Festivus for the rest of us.
Inside Darius Rucker's surprise airport performance.
She don't let go of anything.
And the newest Avatar brings the heat to the Christmas weekend box office.
The strength of the ancestors is here.
All that and more ahead on Pop Start today, Monday, December 29th, 2025. Now that is what I call a good-looking crowd out there this morning. Welcome back to Today. We're so glad you're waking up with us on Monday morning, the last Monday of 2025. Believe it or not, Savannah and Craig are enjoying a little time off. We have a great group from all across the country getting a little head start on New Year's. We'll celebrate with them coming up in just a little bit.
Yeah, nice to start the week off with you, too.
Glad to be with you, of course. We want to get right to your news. At 8 o'clock, we begin with that post-Christmas travel rush. Nasty winter weather creating havoc at our nation's airports and on the highways. Dylan has your full forecast in just a moment. But again, we begin with NBC's Shaquille Brewster. He is at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. And Shaq, already there's some problem spots.
No, without a doubt, and it's another busy morning here at Chicago's O'Hare Airport as travelers are hoping to avoid the delays that we saw over the weekend. It was yesterday where more than half the flights out of this airport were either delayed or canceled as this massive winter storm is moving through the country and bringing a little bit of effects to everyone. You have in the Northeast the concern, the freezing rain in the ice, up to a ½ inch of ice expected in some areas of the Northeast. Meanwhile, in the upper Midwest, places like Minnesota, you have blizzard-like conditions. You're seeing them on your screen right there. Minnesota's governor declaring a snow emergency, even calling up the National Guard to help travelers on the roads there. And then in central Illinois, we were dealing with confirmed tornadoes, according to the National Weather Service. Wind speeds of nearly 100 miles an hour, tearing off roofs from homes and scattering debris across communities. That same weather system is continuing to march through the country and bring travel headaches to folks as they try to get to and from their holiday destinations. Guys?
Yeah, I was in one of those airports, yes, actually two of them yesterday. It was a doozy. It's going to be a long several days for folks. Shaq, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's get back over to Dylan now to see where the trouble spots are today. Where are we starting?
Well, we do have a lot going on because the Great Lakes will see pretty much a massive lake effect snowstorm, especially as we continue through this week. It's just sort of gathering itself back through Michigan right now. We also have that rain and even some ice going to upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire. That's where we could see some significant ice accumulation weighing on the trees, the power lines, possibly creating some power outages there. But you can see as it extends farther south, it's mostly rain. So we will see some pockets of heavier rain move through the mid-Atlantic, and that could create some delays this afternoon. But it's more the wind on the backside of this whole storm system that is likely to create even more delays. So we have fog this morning for the Northeast, some ice across New England, and then eventually those gusty winds up to around 35 to 45, 50 miles per hour. We're also looking for the lake effect snow to take hold of the Great Lakes region. Out in the southwest, we could see some delays again because of wind. Santa Ana winds are kicking in. So at least the air has been pretty damp lately. We've had all that recent rain, so we're not looking at those extremely dry conditions. But Chicago, Detroit, you could see some delays, some minor delays in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and eventually some delays this morning because of fog in the Northeast, and then this afternoon because of the winds. Now, tomorrow, it is going to be significantly colder for the East Coast. Temperatures are going to tumble. We're looking at those mid-20-degree temperatures with those gusty winds over the Great Lakes. We could end up with 1 to 3 feet of snow by the end of the week, especially across New York. But the western half of the country does look sunny with temperatures warming up a bit, and the West Coast looks nice and dry, too. Peter.
All right, Dylan, appreciate it very much. We switch gears right now, and President Trump says he believes a deal to end the war in Ukraine is getting closer. It comes after meeting face-to-face with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at Mar-a-Lago, the two leaders striking an optimistic tone while acknowledging that challenges remain. One of the key sticking points is territory. Russia wants to keep the Ukrainian land it has seized in the war, but Ukraine is refusing to give it up. President Trump says he also spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Sunday morning in what he characterized as a good and very productive telephone call.
This morning, we are remembering screen legend Brigitte Bardot, the French actress and style icon who captivated audiences around the world in the 50s and 60s, died at the age of 91. NBC's Dana Griffin joins us now from Los Angeles with a look back at her revolutionary career. Dana, good morning.
Laura, good morning to you. That's right. Brigitte Bardot quickly became a household name with her unapologetic portrayal of female sexuality on screen. But throughout the years, she proved to be so much more than her image, even reinventing herself after a successful acting career to fight for causes she believed in. On the big screen, Brigitte Bardot was a blonde bombshell. With her signature pout and tousled hair, she was best known for playing Juliette, a provocative teen bride in the 1956 French movie And God Created Woman. The film was a box office success overseas and here in the U.S., catapulting the young starlet to fame and cementing her status as an international sex symbol. Throughout the 50s and 60s, Bardot continued to break barriers with her portrayal of women, starring in a string of hits like Babette Goes to War and Viva Maria.
Je suis brisée.
She'd go on to act in more than 40 films, retiring from the industry altogether in 1973 at the age of 39. Years later, Bardot began her second act in life, becoming an animal rights activist and starting the Brigitte Bardot Foundation. She famously told a crowd in 1987, "I gave my beauty and my youth to men, and now I'm giving my wisdom and experience, the best of me, to animals." This morning, the French icon is being remembered for her extraordinary work both on and off screen. France's President Emmanuel Macron paying tribute to the late actress, writing in a statement, "Her films, her voice, her dazzling glory, Brigitte Bardot embodied a life of freedom," adding, "We mourn a legend of the century." Now, Bardot was not without controversy. She also made headlines in her later years for comments against Muslim immigrants. Throughout her career, she said she never really adjusted to being in the limelight. Instead, fighting for animal rights is what she always wanted to do. Her foundation says to date, they have taken in more than 12,000 animals and worked in 70 countries. Laura?
Such a legacy. Dana, thank you. Appreciate it.
American superstar Mikaela Shiffrin, you're going to hear that name a lot in the weeks ahead. She has kept her winning streak alive just ahead of the 2026 Olympics. Shiffrin came from behind to win the World Cup slalom event in Austria yesterday. Get this, it is her 6th straight World Cup win. Shiffrin says the course conditions were tough, even unsafe at times. The two-time Olympic gold medalist will be among the favorites at the Winter Games in Milan Cortina in February. Now, just about 6 weeks away.
The countdown is on. Are you ready?
Wait. I'm ready.
You're going to be there
amazing.
covering it.
It's going to be an awesome game. There's so many stars to look forward to seeing.
So much fun.
Welcome back this morning on Today's Consumer. We are breaking down the biggest and best post-holiday sales.
According to the National Retail Federation, 70% of Americans plan to do even more shopping this week. Here to help us spend some money and get the most bang for our buck is NBC's business correspondent Brian Chung. Hey, Brian.
Hey, do you think you were done with me on the deals yet?
I know, I'm not done shopping.
Best deals are still to come.
That's right.
Start with expectations. Did the spending meet expectations?
Yeah, well, first off, at a high level, people are expected to spend. The National Retail Federation, which you just cited, they also expect people to spend over $1 trillion over the course of this holidays. Now, that includes food and everything in the decor that you do for setting up those big parties. But U.S. retail sales so far, according to MasterCard, they've increased about 4% year over year in the November period leading up to Christmas. So that does show that people are willing to open up their wallets during this time.
So where did consumers invest their energy? Where do they spend most? What were the biggest prizes this year?
Yeah, well, look, your classics, right? First off, apparel up over 8% in terms of spending, but there's still lots of deals out there for other things out there right now, like Athleta and Abercrombie & Fitch, where you can get 20 to 40% off still, even in this post-Christmas period. But I should also point out that when it comes to the most popular gifts so far, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, what are the things that people have been demanding the most during these sales? It's been AirPods by far. Target and Walmart both saying those are the most popular items. People lose them all the time. All it takes is you to lose one before you got to buy a whole new set. But other really popular things, smart TVs, Pokemon cards, there's a slushy drink maker at Target that apparently popped off, and then tires. Tires popped off. Apparently, it's popular.
Tires are a good deal, too.
That makes sense this time of year.
Yep.
Okay, so with the holidays in the rearview mirror, talk about, what are the deals and discounts that are out there with people trying to offload all this inventory?
Yeah, well, I mentioned Abercrombie & Fitch, Athleta, Bath & Body Works, and Sephora offering discounts on top of their discounts, an extra 20 to, in some cases, 75% off. There are also some good electronics deals as well. If you did miss the boat on getting, let's say, for example, a new set of headphones or maybe a new MacBook, $200 off of Apple MacBook Air at Best Buy and Target, and you can save up to $160 at Walmart and Best Buy for some of these really popular Bose wireless
Some of these occasions you can bring a gift in that you recently purchased. If you have the receipt, they'll even give you a little bit of the money back for it.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Yeah, that's right. And look, a lot of people are headed to the mall in the first place because they're trying to process a return. So if you're getting that store credit, I think a lot of people are saying, well, I'm going to go back into the store, look at what's on sale, and then see what the best bang for my buck is going to be. But when we do talk about the best general post-holiday deals, a lot of inventory is actually getting cleared out by these retailers to make room for spring items. So that means holiday decor, artificial trees. If you didn't have one this season, you need one for next season. It's a great time to buy one. Wrapping paper, cards, winter apparel even. So boots, jackets, coats. Winter's not even over yet. But you can score some good deals on those types of items as well.
Okay, now you know how I feel about a gift card.
I do
But
know
people
how you
are
do.
out there still scamming.
Yeah.
What can you do to protect yourself?
So we were talking last week if you're buying a gift card for somebody.
Yes.
So making sure that there's no tampering, nothing's been scratched off. But I think a lot of people have been gifted gift cards over the past few days. A good rule of thumb is if you got a gift card, use it as fast as possible. And even if you don't want to use all $25,
don't just stick it in a drawer.
Don't just stick it in a drawer, but you don't have to go to Starbucks and get, $25 worth of coffee this morning. What you can do is go online, go onto the app.
Yeah.
Put the card onto your app. That way, at least it's not just sitting on that plastic. And make sure, again, you toss it immediately so that no one else can get there. Again, these are good ways to make sure that you avoid those potential scams.
So pretty soon, sadly, the holiday bills start to stack up, right? The credit card comes in
That's right.
in the new year and the like. What can consumers do to make their money go a bit further this time of the year?
Yeah, well, first off, if you are going back to the store, take advantage of these cashback apps. A lot of these credit cards also have cashback rewards. If you're going to be spending that money, you might as well get 4 or 5% back in those cases anyways. But be careful with the store credit cards. I think a lot of people get tempted when you're at checkout. The associate is like, hey, if you just open up one of these credit cards, you get 25, 30% off right now.
Just
but again, there's fees sometimes. And if you don't pay that off, those interest rates are going to be brutal. And then lastly, price compare, price compare, price compare. Make sure you're truly getting the best deals. A lot of retailers, they like to flash these big percentage off in front of you, but make sure you're really getting the best deals by looking online. And if you do see a lower price, try to take advantage of those price matching policies.
Brian, so many good tips as always. Thank you for helping us spend a little bit more this holiday season.
Squeeze all the juice out of us before we're done, Brian. Appreciate it. Check with Dylan right now. She has another check of the forecast for us. Dylan.
See, Ollie's birthday is Friday, so I get to hit up all the deals now leading up to his birthday.
Like
so
where your head's at.
That's a bonus. We do have some lake effect snow. It's already starting to develop with this next storm system that's quickly passing through the Great Lakes. We'll see that really impact areas off of Lake Erie, Lake Ontario as we continue through this week. We have a cold front that's stretching back through West Virginia right now. This is going to move eastward, also bringing some accumulating ice, especially through central and northern parts of New England. Temperatures are really cold back behind that cold front. We're looking at single digits, wind chills well below zero this morning through Minnesota, up across the Dakotas into Iowa, too. So very frigid, high temperatures there. Santa Ana winds in the southwest, strong winds also back through the Tennessee and Ohio River valleys. That will eventually impact the East Coast, perhaps causing some flight delays later today. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
All right, Dylan, back at it. Pop start, what's popping?
Switching the hats again. All right. So much to get to this morning. We're going to start with Darius Rucker. The Grammy winner has played at some of the world's biggest venues, including, of course, our very own Today Show Plaza. But he surprised fans recently when he popped up at a very unexpected venue singing at a restaurant in this Nashville airport.
She understands. She don't let go of anything.
I mean, that distinctive voice. I'm sure everybody stopped in the airport. So here's what actually happened. Apparently, Darius walked up to local Nashville artist Serena Joy Crow as she was finishing her set. She told a local Fox station that Darius offered her $200 to let him play a song on her guitar.
Whoa. I thought he was just entertaining everyone during the delays.
That's like the world's best layover.
But to pay to do it is also very generous.
So I happen to be stuck in Nashville, and Darius Rucker concert
and
broke
here's
out.
what happened.
Nice.
All right, next up, Seinfeld. The holidays brought together a little reunion for these former co-stars. Over the weekend, the actors shared a couple of snaps alongside former co-star Julia Louis-Dreyfus and their buddy, series creator Larry David. Jerry writing in the caption, "The creatures were stirring on Christmas Eve." These photos of the gang cracking up, having us wishing we were invited to the party.
I was going to say, that's a dinner party I want an invite to.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just get your glass off the speaker. All right, next up, the box office. It was a big holiday weekend for theaters. The new Avatar sequel bringing up the latest ticket total to a whopping $760 million globally. Meanwhile, this Timothée Chalamet sports dramedy also raked in the big bucks.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm telling you, this game, it fills stadiums overseas. And it's only a matter of time before I'm staring at you from the cover of a Wheaties box.
Chalamet's Marty Supreme is up to more than $30 million, a pretty good way for the young actor to celebrate his 30th birthday on Saturday. He posted some sweet throwback pics on Instagram and wrote, "Thank you for the birthday wishes. Timmy Tim is officially Unc." A little decoding here for those who need it. Unc is an abbreviation for the word uncle used by the kids to imply someone is older, getting older.
You know we're old when we need to decode
I like that
the
you
things that
probably
the
Googled
kids
that.
are saying these days.
Clearly, we're uncs.
You claimed you knew what that was without typing it in. All right.
Yeah, no, not even close. All right, next up, Miles Teller. This is sweet. The actor was bringing the waterworks to Christmas, surprising wife Kelly with a very special Christmas gift, replacing her wedding gown that they lost earlier this year in the LA fires.
my wedding dress?
Yeah.
So sweet. Designer Monique Lhuillier shared the video confirming the Top Gun actor ordered a beautifully recreated replica of the white dress. That is, I think, going to be a tough one to top next year.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what you do with that. There's no second choice.
No. But that's really sweet and thoughtful.
Very sweet.
One day a daughter will wear that dress and it'll have a special
I think so. And it's like, it's unworn. All right, speaking of holiday surprises, next up, Jennifer Hudson. The singer was feeling all the love on Christmas when her 16-year-old son, David, gifted her a very special song. Take a listen to the teen covering Jennifer's holiday track, Find the Love.
But this year, darling, it ain't gonna be the same. 'Cause we search for the light, and God only knows how we try and try. 'Cause this year, darling, we gon' find love. Oh, this year, darling, we gon' find love.
How's that for a gift? The gifts just keep getting better and better.
To surprise your mom when it's Jennifer Hudson is pretty darn impressive. and with a voice like
with
that,
her own song?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, even more impressive. All right, finally, Snoop Dogg. Did you catch the music icon at this weekend's Arizona Bowl? Snoop did more than simply sponsor the college football game. Check out how he literally jumped into a play while in the middle of a sideline interview.
Back. The ultimate get back. Oh, this me. Watch out. This me. This me.
Oh! And he came out of his shoe. It's going down here in the doghouse. West Bryant and Snoop Dogg.
My bad. My bad.
You came out of your shoe right there.
Come on, man. I'm just doing it all today, baby. All right. I was in the middle of the interview, but the ball, it had to get caught.
I feel like there's a little fumble in there.
That's a touchdown.
I think it's
touchback.
It's something. We know Snoop loves sports. Perhaps this is just a little preview of what's to come when he steps up to become Team USA's very first honorary coach in Milan Cortina. And a reminder, all the Olympic action kicks off February 6th right here on NBC.
Well, I wonder what is that honorary coach job?
I don't know, and I don't know if it's all sports. Just like,
Well,
but
just
I feel like he cheers people
remember
on.
the swag, the gear he wore when we were in Paris? Like, this is going to be a whole nother deal and many more layers.
You should see if he can
peel them off.
That's
Maybe
true.
he can give you a little swag there, too.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
We are back at 8:30 on a Monday morning. Doesn't feel like a Monday out here.
It's
These are holiday crowds. Yes, we are kicking off the final few days of 2025 with a very cheerful crowd. We're so glad you guys are here. And a little misty rain.
Who's ready
Couldn't
for
stop
New
'em.
Year's? They're like, really? You got it. It's the end of the year already. All right, coming up, though, we have a little bit of magic for you in store with the courtesy of the Clairvoyants. This is a husband and wife team. They are launching a new experience. It is right here in New York, and this morning they're going to try out their mind-reading act on us.
They're going to see if they can fool us. Plus, we have another interactive segment lined up. Peter is going to attempt to solve a special wordle. And get this, guys, he's going to do this live
Did we
on
decide
air.
we were going to do this live?
You're doing it.
Okay.
Time's up.
And I'm going to chat with the executive producer of the New York Times Games about the best strategies for their popular puzzles. And she's got a very exciting announcement about a new game coming our way next year.
That's always fun. And Abby Stone from Bon Appetit is here to share the magazine's picks for the best kitchen products of the year, including some items to make food prep and storage easier than ever.
All right, we like that. Dylan, a little check of the forecast for us.
Yeah, a little damp, but it's not freezing.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
it's not
cold
cold.
here in New York, but it certainly is cold across other parts of the country. And as we get closer to the end of the year, we are going to see that cold weather surge back into the Northeast. Very frigid, teens and 20s for the last day of the year on December 31st, back through the northern plains, the upper Midwest. We're also looking for that lake effect snow to be in place all week long, really, across New York. heading into Pennsylvania. Blustery and cold, single digits at midnight for that ball drop in New York City, though about 31 degrees. Looks rainy out in the southwest. And then as we start off the new year, bitter cold temperatures are here with us for January 1st. Teens and 20s back through the Great Lakes. The lake effect snow continues. East Coast looks chilly, sunny and mild down along the Gulf Coast, and kind of a holiday washout for New Year's Day in the southwest. More rain out in that part of the country. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
We are back now at 8:35, and just like magic, we've moved inside, and we have a magical treat for you this morning.
Yeah, Tommy Ten and Amelie Van Tass, better known as the Clairvoyants, rose to fame on America's Got Talent, and now they're a world-renowned magic duo.
We are excited to have them right here in Studio 1A as they bring a new experience called The Magic Table right here to New York. Clairvoyants, very nice to see you.
Hello,
Nice to see you,
good morning,
Yes.
everyone. And we are here to talk about the magic table.
Yeah, tell us about this magic table.
Absolutely. You know, it's a magical dining experience. So on one hand, you get some food, of course. We have a plate here, for example, some silverware. But at the magic table, magic will happen. For example, we have a 3D projection. So if we take the plate and just, let's put 3 little dots on there, it looks different, right?
Like a bowling ball.
It's a bowling ball.
Yeah.
And at the magic table, honestly, things can get real.
What? What?
That's not...
Ta-da! Good morning. Here's souvenir.
Tell me,
Is that legit?
this is a heavy one.
Yes, it is.
The paper was against your chest.
The paper was
Came
definitely...
out of my hair.
That's not condensing
that's a real
into.
bowling ball.
And for those who are wondering, I'm holding this because you're
Just
going
to
to use
triple
this
check.
later. Yeah.
That's a bowling ball.
It's real, right? Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Okay, but you guys are the clairvoyants. What
Yes.
can clairvoyants do?
So on one hand, you know, we have the magic table. That's a
Yes.
dining experience. It's brand new, happening here in New York at the Pierre Etage Hotel, where you get a 5-course meal. And it's not like a normal magic show. You don't sit there and watch magic. No, you become a magician yourself at the table. There's a projection showing you magic. You do magic in your own hands. We show you history of magic, and at the very end, that's the coolest thing, you will learn some magic and you can show it to your friends and family at home.
Peter's
right?
always wanted to be a magician.
Yeah, well, watching this is crazy. There's a lot of skeptics out there. What do you say to the skeptics of the magic?
Of course. Well, we love the skeptics because they always bring very nice ideas into this whole thing. And we love to blow their minds, especially the skeptic ones. We perform for corporates, for celebrities, and casinos. We love to blow the minds of the people. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
We'll blow your mind, okay?
Who gets to go first?
Can I put the bowling ball?
First of all, Amelie will look away. She will blindfold herself, so she's not able to see anything.
Okay.
And you can confirm for everyone, nothing is set up. You had no idea what's coming next, right?
No bowling balls.
Nothing.
I just told
We
you to
know
bring
nothing.
your purse.
Yes.
Do me a favor, open your purse or
Okay.
your handbag, take out some objects, whatever you have in there, but...
Do you want one at a time?
You can take out multiple things,
Okay.
but do not say what it is. Very
Yes,
important.
because
Just-
that is my job.
Oh, bunch of things in there.
Yes.
Let's start. There is an object in my hand. Amelie, what is that?
Okay, well, it seems to be a small object. It has a very special shape. I do think it's something like a toy. Is that possible? You can twist it. I think we never had that before, but you're holding a dreidel in your hand.
Is that correct?
This is weird because I threw the dreidel in there this morning, so that's like that was.
This is
the trick.
Peter's dreidel to me.
What about this?
Okay. This next one is made of a hard material. Oh, it's a cold material. Is it? You guys have interesting objects. Is that a stone?
Is it a stone?
A rock from one of my kids that I just threw in
That's
here.
amazing. What about this?
Can I like cover her?
Check her, yeah.
This one contains liquid. I do believe it is health related. I think, yeah, it must be a nasal spray.
Focus on it. Next, what is it?
Oh, hold on. Like drops? Something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
You're getting warmer.
And also there is an expiration date.
Now where's
Yes.
the
This one is
expiration?
going to expire in May 2027.
What?
Is that all
Come
correct?
on.
Yes. Here, that's yours. Hey, Peter, you look like a skeptic. I'm curious.
He's the skeptic.
We're in New York. We need money. You have your wallet with
I was
you,
told
right?
to bring my wallet for this conversation.
There is a lot of money in there. Take out one of the bills. Don't say anyone. It's totally
I
up to
can
you.
tell you, or you're giving
Don't
it
say
to me?
it.
say it.
Just place it on my hand.
I'll place it on your hand.
There's a lot of money in there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. Just place it on my
Okay,
hand.
Pierre, you already chose a banknote, and I do believe you chose a $20 bill.
Cool. Is it $20?
I should have chosen the.
No, it is. But you know, every single banknote worldwide has a unique serial number. So does yours. Where is it? It's right there. Just have a look.
This is.
Okay,
can I stand here though?
Peter, watch closely, okay? The first number, it seems to be a 4, yes?
Yes.
Then there's an 8.
Wow.
A 5. Yes?
Keep going.
Another
Yes.
8.
Yes.
Okay, so that's all correct.
And there's a 2.
Yes.
Please
A
try
1, a 6, and the last is a 0.
it. Is that correct? Your bill and the serial number, yes?
Yeah, that is.
Peter, just enjoy it.
And you know what, Peter? The best thing, you can keep your $20 as a souvenir. Wow. That's amazing.
You're not going to make it disappear.
Yeah,
They're
no
just
deal.
clairvoyants. They're not going to make it disappear.
You are
guys,
mind
that was
blown,
incredible.
you know, we blow minds, and now
The expiration date in particular is
you
extraordinary.
can use it a couple more years.
That is nuts. I had like 2 20s in there. I should have given her the.
You guys, you are incredible. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
We have a lot of questions about
Yeah,
the bowl.
everybody just come to the Magic Table. It's the newest dining experience. And get your tickets now before they disappear. And you never know what's going to happen at the Magic Table.
What?
It's magic.
What else do you guys have? The clairvoyance. Tommy, Amelie, thank you. And we should mention you can book your tickets to the Magic Table today.
I'm
Peter's still trying to figure things out.
The bowling ball. I'm still not figuring out the bowling ball.
Fluke.
Oh my God!
It's
What are you doing? What's the matter with you?
I got fluke in
What are you
dreams.
shouting it out
Fluke.
for?
Genius. It's
Who
a
does
talent.
that? So rude. It's so disrespectful. It's like sneezing in someone's face.
We are back with a classic moment from Curb Your Enthusiasm featuring a frustration so many of us have. We can relate to this. Having Wordle spoiled by someone else in the house.
I've never done that to you, right? That 5-letter puzzle and other New York Times games like Connections reached new popularity in 2025. Get this, more than 11 billion puzzles were solved worldwide. We even learned that some of them were by Pope Leo.
The Pope is a Wordle lover. Zoe Bell is the executive producer of games at the New York Times. She is here to break down the year in games and share what players can expect in 2026. Zoe, so fun to have you here. We're excited to talk games with you this morning. So let's start with Wordle. That's crazy. There's been like 11 billion folks who have played some of these games so far. But one of them was a little bit trickier than the rest this year. One of the answers.
Yes, the hardest Wordle word of the year was bongo.
Why bongo?
Yeah, I know. I think so. Anytime we have double letters, it's a little bit harder. And then if it's double letters and it's a vowel, I think it's even harder. And then it was an O, which is a weird vowel, and they were split up. They weren't in the middle. So it just made it a really hard.
How did we do last year overall? Did we do all right?
Yeah, I mean, Wordle had 4.2 billion puzzles solved. And people were sharing so much, it was an average of 46 shares a second.
Oh my gosh, that's just crazy.
Everyone thinks they have like the best strategy for this. Some people play the same first word.
Right.
Pope Leo has a different strategy.
Yes.
We learned. What do you say as the expert here? What is the best way to go about this?
I mean, it's up to you. Pope Leo's strategy is my strategy, a different word every day. I think it makes it more interesting. Most people, or a lot of people, start with adieu.
Why that?
Because it has a
all
lot of
the
vowels.
vowels.
They're trying to get rid of the vowels. It is not, though. It is not the best Wordle word to start with. We actually have like a Wordle analysis tool called WordleBot, and it suggests trope or trace might be better words and end up with you getting a lower score overall.
So what you say is it's not so much the first word, but the second word that's sort of the driver here. Why is that the case?
Yes. So you can have a great first word and eliminate a bunch of possible options, and then if you just screwed up and guessed like duplicate letters later on, you ruin your chances.
You lose all the
So
progress.
it's really the combination. And we've done analysis on this too, like the combination of your first word and then a responsive second word to what you learned in the first word.
And what about Connections? How did folks do with that?
Yeah, Connections had 1.6 billion puzzles solved this year. So
Connections is tough.
It is hard. It's a hard game.
So remind people how Connections work. That's the one where the 4 words, right, have things in common.
Yes.
Correct, but there's always like, it's like eagle, and it could be like eagle and raven, but it's actually eagle and scout or something like that, right?
Yes, yeah, it is. There's 16 words, and you have to get them into 4 groups. And our hardest puzzle of the year for Connections was on April 1st. So Winna, our Connections editor, always does a really tricky puzzle on April Fool's Day, and this year was no exception. It was all different currencies or symbols, some of which were currency symbols, and it was really, really hard. But lots of people played it and enjoyed it.
Am I supposed to be playing as we speak?
Almost. First we have an exciting announcement, because you guys are working on games all year long, and like so many of the games that you guys pitch, only like a couple of them actually are the ones that get across the finish line, and you have a new one for the new year. What is it?
Yes, I'm excited to announce we have a new game. It's called Crossplay. It's actually going to be a new app. It's a 2-player board 4-word word game where you build off your opponent.
Nice.
I'm playing in our friends and family beta right now with my dad and my little sister. She's crushing.
How are they liking it?
They love it, and I really love it, and I'm excited for it to come out. Here, you can actually pre-register for it now at NewYorkTimes.com/crossplay, so you'll get it automatically downloaded to your phone when we release later in January.
All right, I have 30 seconds, which is not the pressure I'm looking for. You have a special word for me that comes from the archives of 2025, which had I known in advance, I would have studied. Is there like a strategy for my first word, or I'll just do it?
We don't normally do themed words, but I did give you kind of a themed word as we get to the end of the year.
He hasn't filled in much
This was
yet.
going to be my starter, but okay, fine.
All right. Well, do you always use the same strategy too? How do you guys make sure that the games stay like fresh? You know, obviously people love them so much, but what do you do to just keep things interesting?
Well, every game has an editor, a real person behind it who is writing the puzzle for that day. We have testers who play through and give us feedback, and then it finally gets out. And so we're always trying to just give like the most human-centered puzzles.
He hasn't finished, by the way. I just want the record to reflect
that was a mistake.
In the
that was a mistake.
20 seconds that he has left, he has not managed to complete the puzzle for the day. I can't help you with this. I'm sorry. I can't be, oh, you got it!
On 4.
You did!
I'm not sure why that's the theme for the end of the year, like French toast or something. A toast to each other. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
it's breakfast time. I was hungry. I was thinking of food, but I hear where your head's at.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that was good. Zoe, thank you for that.
Zoe, thank you. We're excited about the new game, too.
Again, as she said, you can pre-register to automatically get the new game Crossplay when it's released in January. Of course, you can play any of these games daily through the New York Times Games app. That was not terrible.
You get a congratulations. Well, welcome back. Every year, the experts at Bon Appetit review and test hundreds of kitchen products to find the very best ones to recommend to their readers. And with just a few days left in 2025, they are out with their Gear of the Year awards, honoring the best new products and a few tried and true favorites that stand the test of time. Abby Stone is Bon Appetit's Senior Director of Shopping and Reviews. Abby, nice to have you. Good morning.
Good morning.
So these are terrific for food prep, and we've got some stuff in there already marinating right away, and they're huge.
Yes, so these are the prep tubs from the brand Drip Easy. They are
great name, by the way.
They are absolutely a barbecuer or a griller's best friend. Yeah. They're really a one-stop shop for all of your prep for everything you need on the grill. They're nice and deep, as you can see, so you can marinate your meats right in there. And then my favorite thing about them is that the bottom is actually a cutting board. So if you need to cut and move things around in there, you don't have to transfer all of that meat to another dish that you're just going to get dirty. And then they collapse up.
That's
so you
huge.
can see these ones here are fully collapsed.
So it doesn't take up too much room.
Exactly. So you can store them away when you're done.
So helpful. Okay, these little stashers, walk me through these.
Yeah, so these are brilliant. I don't know if you're like me, but I have a cabinet full of Tupperware.
And it's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess. It falls on me every time I open it. So these will completely change your life if you're like that. They're these little lids. They come in different sizes. And what they do is they go right over the dishes that you're already using.
Yeah.
So let's say you made a bowl of waffle batter. You didn't use it all. You want to save it for tomorrow. You put this lid right over the bowl and put it in your fridge.
It's like almost like a one-size-fits-all, but it does
exactly.
have other
It comes in a few different sizes. You can also put them right over, you know, if you've only used half a can of jalapenos, you want to use it later, right over the can. So really saves dirty dishes.
Can you put them in the dishwasher?
You can put them in the dishwasher.
Oh, that's great.
And if you're doing meal prep, planning on cooking more in big batches in the new year, you're definitely going to want some of these.
So helpful. Okay, meat thermometer, essential for being safe in the kitchen.
They are, exactly. And just making sure that the meat comes out the way that you want it to without cutting into it. Digital meat thermometers are more accurate than analog meat thermometers, but they're also more expensive. So top of the line ones can cost, you know, upwards of $200. So this one, the Sizzle from ThermoWorks, which is a brand that we've loved at Bon Appetit for a long time, just came out this year. It's just $59, and it gives you the readout of your meat temperature in 2 seconds.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so other comparable ones we've tested takes as long as 4 seconds, so half the time.
It's also nice that this is long, because sometimes you get in there and it's a little awkward.
Definitely. And it's completely waterproof. And what I love too is that they are magnets on the back. So if you want to just kind of pop it onto your refrigerator and save
helpful.
it for later.
And lots of handy little colors.
Yes.
Okay, what is this hand scrub?
I'm obsessed with this hand scrub because I love cooking with garlic, but I do not love smelling like garlic. So this soap from the brand Naomi was developed by 2 chefs in LA who worked in Michelin star restaurants. So obviously used to this problem as well. And what it does is actually has bread enzymes in it so that it really breaks down those the chemicals. Exactly. And also they have vitamin E in them to make your hands nice and smooth as well.
Oh, well, that's nice, especially this time of year. People are cooking so much.
Yes.
Okay, almost done, but we got the mandolin, which is a little bit intimidating for some home cooks.
It is a little intimidating. This mandolin here from Ben Reiner is one of our Forever Award winners, which means it's not a new product, but it's one that we've loved for a really long time. Like you said, mandolins can be kind of intimidating because they're so sharp, and as you slice your vegetables, they get thinner and thinner, and your hands get closer
and
to
closer,
the blade. So if you're new to using a mandolin, we definitely recommend using one of these guards that come with the Ben Reiner, or you can get protective gloves to use. But these are super lightweight, and the blade is so sharp, you get really even cuts.
Nice. Okay, waffle maker, just a couple seconds left. Looks pretty hefty and terrific.
It's super light, and what's so cool about this design is you can fold it up.
Super cool.
And you can store it upright when you're done.
Awesome.
So it just slips right in between your cabinets.
Abby, these were also great, and you can check these out online for sure. Appreciate you doing all the hard work for us. We are back with our 3rd and 4th hours.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.